In this video, I'm going to show you how to get more blog traffic in just 5 minutes. What's up guys, my name is Greg Kononenko, and on this YouTube channel, my goal is to help you make a full-time living online so that you can have a better future for yourself and your family. Subscribe to my YouTube channel just below this video, tick the bell notification icon to get regular videos from me on blogging, traffic generation and more. I'm going to show you something really exciting in this video, something that you can really implement within 5 minutes after finishing this video. It's super simple and it will help you to get more blog traffic. And the way that this is going to work is by reducing your website or your blog bounce rate. It's super effective and super easy to do. I'm going to show you every single step, so let's get started. First of all, exactly what is bounce rate and how come it determines how much traffic your website gets? Well, any Google search will reveal that all of the experts online agree that bounce rate, this thing called bounce rate, is actually a search engine optimization factor. And as you can see here, a lot of website sources quote the same thing, that a website's bounce rate is perhaps one of the most undervalued metrics of a successful SEO campaign. In other words, if you want more traffic to your blog, then you need to make sure that your bounce rate is as good as it possibly can be. So let's work through an example here together. One of the queries that my website ranks for in Google is free traffic sources. If you search for free traffic sources and you scroll down the page, you will see that my website is somewhere in the top 3 or 4 results. You can see it right here, caffeinatedblogger.com, free traffic sources. Now, if we look at my website, then you will see that on my website, I've got an article that talks about various free traffic sources. And you will also see that this article has got links. So I've got links to Quora, to various other resources that I'm mentioning. Now, what specifically is bounce rate? Bounce rate determines how many people, once they land on your website, will not stay on your website. In other words, a bounce rate will indicate that if a person who has visited my website and they just clicked the back button, okay, then this person has bounced. They did not stay on the website. Also, a person who's browsing my website, if they end up clicking on one of the links, for example, here I talk about Quora, if they end up visiting this link, by clicking a link in my website, they go to Quora, then once again, they've actually bounced from my website. I've lost that visitor. And that is not good in Google's eyes. In Google's eyes, what they want to see is they want people to stay on your website. The way that people stay on your website is by reading more content from you. So essentially, if somebody is browsing your website and then they decide to check out more articles from you, so perhaps they scroll and as they're reading different ideas here, different links on your website, if they read one more article from your site, all right, so they land here on free traffic sources and then they read this article here, then it means that they've read 2 different pages from your blog. This means that this visitor then did not bounce, they actually remained on your website. So let's work through this example here together. Let's say 100 people visit your website page, 70 of them click back in the browser and leave and they don't come back to your website. 20 of those people click external links and leave your website, and only 5 of your website visitors actually end up visiting another page on your website. Then it means that 95% of the people bounced from your website and your bounce rate is 95%. That is actually quite high, and Google would prefer to see a much lower amount of bounce rate on your website. To Google, this indicates that people enjoy your website, and if, let's say, we were able to bring this bounce rate from 95% to something like 75%, then it is quite likely that Google would rank your content in its search results higher and higher and higher. So it's in your very best interest to make sure that your bounce rate on all of your website pages is as low as possible. So let's walk through this example. Let's say that we managed to do something, and I'm going to show you in just a minute what it is that you can do to really improve your bounce rate. Okay, let's say 100 people visit your website page. 70 of them, just like in the previous example, click back in the browser and leave. But let's say we were able to get 20 people to click external links and not leave your website. Then your bounce rate would actually be 75%. And what I'm going to show you is a quick and simple way, sort of a very effective way to make sure that when people click external links on your website, they don't leave your website. So here is something I'm going to show you. I've installed a plugin. I'm going to tell you what it is exactly on my website. And whenever somebody is reading any of my posts, when they click one of the links that are leading them off my website, all right? So for example, they're reading this article and they're saying, okay, well, that's an interesting resource. That's an interesting resource. I want to see this article on Quora traffic, okay? And they click this link. Guess what? All external links on my site open in a new window. And what that means is that after the person who was visiting my website, after they read this link and they close this tab, guess what? They're coming back to my website. They did not actually bounce. And that is very powerful. It's very simple to do. And now I'm going to show you a plugin that will help you do the same thing automatically. Once you log into your WordPress admin panel, you can go into plugins, add new, and then under the search window, you can search for links in new tab, and that will open up a couple of different plugins. You can use either one of them. The one that I'm personally using is this one here, external links, no follow, no opener, and new window. And these plugins can be configured to automatically open all of the external links that you reference on your website in a new window. Once you've got this plugin installed, on the left-hand side, you can go into its settings. And for external links, here are the settings that I'm personally using. You choose here under Open External Links, each in a separate new window or tab. I have unticked Override Existing Values. I've unticked all of these. And basically, after you save changes, this will automatically start opening all external links in a new tab or new window. So what is now happening is that anybody who is browsing my website, if they click any of these external references, then as you can see, they open in a new tab. Then a person will close that tab and they will be back on my website. And after that, they will be very likely to read more content from my website, and potentially they'll have a much bigger chance of looking at some other content on my website. Perhaps here at the end of the article, they will click one of the links and they will read another one of my own articles. In turn, what this is doing is this is boosting my bounce rate. I've seen really good results with this, and an improvement of even just 2 or 3 or 5% in your bounce rate is a massive improvement that will help you rank your content higher in Google, because to Google, this will indicate that your website is higher quality and that people really enjoy reading the content on your site. I hope you enjoyed this quick and simple tip. You can implement this in 5 minutes to get more traffic to your blog or your niche website. Subscribe to my YouTube channel just below this video to make sure that you get future videos from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.